almost there. Just gonna wait for it to go green. Muted myself. Check 1, 2. Everyone can hear you, and I think we are live. What's going on, everybody in chat? We are streaming this live to YouTube right now, and we're going to go over this very, very large update from Bungie Studios. And I am joined by oh, hold on, we'll get to everything. I am joined by a special guest, my good friend, deployed over Master. Are you Master Sergeant?
I am a Master
Okay.
Sergeant, yeah.
Master Sergeant Raider XOF, who is deployed right now, and he brings his PS4 with him to pipe hit Callus over the head weekly, carry people through raids, and including carrying me through raids, because usually I'm the one that gets the old Mesa, how did you die? You might want to go practice on the EDZ with your rally barricade when I blow myself up.
To be honest, I don't think I've said that in a while. You've been playing very well.
I've been pretty good, man, but that rally barricade gets me every freaking time, man. I'm telling you, it is unbelievable. All right, let me tweet this out. What's up, everybody in chat? We're going to go through this big update right now. Let me just tweet this out. If you guys could drop a like in it, that'd be pretty sweet. And I'm seeing a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm seeing some new mods. I'm seeing Saladin's got some new stuff. We got, let's see, Shax. Looks like Zur is getting some new stuff too, which is pretty cool here. Let me just post this to the community, and we'll get the show on the road here. So we're going to kind of break things down and just go through it. Raider, I consider the voice of reason, whereas I'm usually I'm like overly optimistic all the time. Whereas you're more
fine. No, I think that's great, man. Yeah, I think you know, your optimism, eternal optimism, is a good thing. I'll maintain objectivity as best I can, and I think we'll have a good informative conversation about the current state of the game.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like at the end of the day, we all want this thing to get better. So, do you have it pulled up in front of you, good sir?
I do.
Okay, all right. Let me scroll to the top here, and we'll start going through it here.
You just gonna go line by line, man?
Yeah.
Line by line?
Let's just go through it. So it looks like first off, we've got a big statement from Luke Smith and Christopher Barrett. Luke Smith is the creator of The Taken King and Destiny 2, basically, and Christopher Barrett worked on. Well, he was the lead on House of Wolves and Rise of Iron. So, hey everyone, with Destiny 2's console and PC launches behind us, we want to take some time to talk to you about Destiny 2. Specifically, where it's at today and where it's going. Our team has been reading feedback and working on updates to improve the game. We also have been reading some tough criticism about our lack of communication, and we agree we need to be more open. Going forward, Destiny 2's post-launch game systems, features, and updates are being designed specifically to focus on and support players who want Destiny to be their hobby, the game they return to, and a game where friendships are made. We want Destiny to be a game that fits into your life, providing you with reasons to log in and play with your friends, clans, and families. We want Destiny to be a world you want to be a part of. A month ago, we published a list of improvements on the blog. Today, we're going to revisit that list and update its status and share some of the work the team is readying for December, January, and beyond. We know it's frustrating when there isn't enough dialogue with the development team. We have our commitment that we're going to do a better job going forward, and that's from Luke and Chris Barrett. So that's just the overall, kind of message from them. And
I think there's some key statements there, Mesa, that we can go over before we even move along, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Strong points they made there. Talking about reading the feedback and understanding that there's been tough criticism. That's a good statement to make. There has been tough criticism, right and wrong. Okay, there's been some people that have stepped way out of bounds with some of their criticism. Trashing developers and saying the game's trash is not right. People work very hard to put together this game. The key statement here that I see in paragraph 2 is going forward, Destiny 2's post-launch game system, yada, yada, yada. We want to support players who want Destiny to be their hobby.
Yeah.
That was what Destiny 1 was. Okay? It was a hobby. Like, what other games? I mean, I didn't play many other games. Destiny was a hobby for me, no doubt about it. Right now, gaming is a hobby for me because Destiny 2 is not fulfilling that. That's a strong statement, and I like that they put that in there. That's a good move.
Yeah. And I definitely think the more information that we get and more communication we get on a daily basis can definitely improve things, just because, I mean, you know, when we're left wondering for months, and, you know, I understand that they can't put something out unless they can't put a statement out even, because if that statement does not come true, people are going to be really upset. So, you know, they really choose their words carefully and when they say things. So, you know, hopefully with moving forward. But I'm just scrolling through these screens. I can't wait till we get to all these screens. Looks like
Yeah. I haven't even gotten anywhere close. I'm still just kind of looking at the first paragraph. I love the hobby comment. That's a good one. And then they talk about their list of improvements, all that kind of stuff. We want Destiny, but they combine it with saying their hobby, but they conjoin it more or less like, if to use a large word, coalescence. So they're taking, okay, we want this to be your hobby and a game you return to where friendships are made. We all made the joke, right, about friendship being in game and stuff.
Yeah.
Make it my hobby and let me play with my friends. You put those two things together and I'm a happy camper. So that's solid. And that's where I come from. So that I think just having that word hobby in there is key, and I'm ready to move on whenever you are.
Yeah, cool. All right, so let's get to the top here. Sorry, I'm scrolling so fast, guys. So here we go. Upcoming updates overview. So we previously published a list of Destiny 2 improvements we want to deliver. Some of these updates will be introduced on December 5th and December 12th. It's the day before my birthday. Others will land on New Year. Others will land in the new year. All right, so December 5th, which is next week when Curse of Osiris drops. And then also we've got December 12th. So the first one is
the day before you turn 21. Awesome.
Exactly. I'll be 21 years. I could finally go to the bar and get a beer. Finally, old man Mesa. All right. First one we got is new systems and rewards to give our most engaged players additional optional pursuits, including. So this is for us here, hopefully endgame. So a new weapon tier, Masterworks, which will feature stat trackers, random and rerollable stat bonuses, unique item tooltips, and item detail screens. See the December update detail sections below for more info. Improved vendor rewards, adding ways for people to purchase items directly with their legendary shards and tokens. See the December update detail section below for more info. Adding armor ornaments that grants visual permutations of armor as players complete specific challenges. See the December update detail section below. So why don't we scroll down here, stream, and see December update. We'll just scroll down. So let's see. December update details.
Masterworks.
Yeah, here we go. So we see a Uriel's gift here that has a Masterwork, well, it says Masterwork weapon, but let's take a look at here. So December update details. Let's jump into this. There are 4 key areas we're targeting for improvements in December. Some of these updates will arrive with the December 5th update, and some additional updates will be included in a patch that will be deployed the following week on December 12th. Both updates combined included improvements set against the following goals. Deepen rewards for advanced players. Okay. Ding ding, end game. Provide more player control over obtaining rewards. Okay. Make shards useful by adding things to use them for. Provide general quality fixes wherever possible. The following changes are the first steps towards achieving these goals, with more planned for our next release in January. Here's a preview of impending changes to Destiny 2. Each category is marked with a forecast delivery date. So, first thing is Masterworks, where when we look at this picture here, we see a Uriel's gift, and we see a little icon on the bottom with looks like an axe, and it says enemies defeated 77. Masterwork, let's see, 10 reload speed. Well, it looks like is that 10 attack or just 10 reload speed, but we'll get in and read all this. This weapon generates orbs on multi-kills and displays the number of enemies defeated by using it. Okay, so that's something you could add to your weapon right there. If I scroll down and actually look at it,
Hold on.
I'll go for it.
This weapon generates orbs on multi-kills.
Mm-hmm.
What's one of our issues with the game with the power fantasy? Not getting your super quick enough.
Not feeling powerful, yeah.
So now you get, so if you're burning trash mobs with a Uriel's gift or whatever, you're going to start generating orbs. That's now an opportunity to support your teammates to build their super faster, is the way I read this.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. Let me scroll down to the details. Okay, so December 12th, legendary weapons will drop or be upgraded to become Masterworks version. So, Masterworks will have a few advantages over the baseline legendary weapon. Track and display number of kills with that weapon, with choice being total count or Crucible only count. Generate orbs for your allies on multi-kills. Add weapon stat bonuses that are selected randomly from a small pool and are re-rollable. Masterworks drop from any source of legendary weapons for characters above 250 power. Unwanted Masterworks can be dismantled into materials that can upgrade an existing legendary weapon into a Masterwork. Raid and Trials of the 9 weapons will have a very high chance to be Masterworks. We have future plans to extend Masterworks to other gear and expose your kill count in more places, i.e. the Crucible screen. Okay, what do you think about this? I mean, is that the only perk? Is it going to be more perks? 'Cause I want a little bit more than just that.
I don't think we know enough. Number one, it's pretty cool that we're going to be able to track kills.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to go, maybe I'll be able to like check out your screen and see, oh, this dude is awesome with this gun. Like,
yeah.
He spent a lot of time with Better Devils. Like there's a crap load of kills on that weapon. I like the, where is it? So yeah, tracking your kills. Generate orbs, which we talked about a second ago. Add weapon stat bonuses that select randomly from a small pool and are re-rollable. All right, so this is almost back to random rolls. This is solid.
Yeah.
The other thing is they want to make. They said it maybe it was up earlier. Make shards useful by adding things to use them for. I'm sitting on 3K shards. We have friends like Miss Gunslinger sitting on 6 or 7K.
Oh my God.
This is fixing the economy a bit, and that's a good thing. Now, okay, so I'm a hardcore player. I've got prestige gear on all my guys. I have all the prestige weapon. I've done trials. I have full trials gear on all my guys and all the trials weapons. To put on here now I have a reason to run the raid. For loot, raid and Trials of the 9 weapons will have a very high chance to be Masterworks.
Yeah.
Now you're going to make me go into the raid. Now I have a reason to go. This looks good.
Now, but the thing is, for Masterworks, I mean, it says generate orbs for you and your allies. Okay, do you think this is something they could expand upon to give other perks there besides just this weapon generates, or is this just for Uriel's gift? I mean, or are all the weapons going to have this Masterwork perk on it where it's going to generate orbs on multi-kills and display the number of enemies? I mean, this could...
Well, if you go up to that Uriel's gift, it almost looks like, and hate to say this, it almost looks like they had a plan the whole time. Look, I mean, we've always seen all these extra squares here, right?
Yep.
That could be filled in with stuff. There's other things that can be filled in these nodes. Like they had a plan and it's taken them time to put it in place. They've listened to the criticism and they may have decided, all right, we need to ramp this up. I don't know if this stuff's going to come December 5th, but it sounds like at least December 12th they're going to drop this stuff in there. This is a strong move. I like this a lot.
Okay, cool. If you're just tuning in, we are right now looking at the December updates. That's gonna come either December 5th when Curse of Osiris comes out, or it's going to come December 12th. All right, let's move on down right below. So armor ornaments. So we see Shax here. He's got a number of things, and it looks like the ornaments are. Yeah. Oh, did I say Shax? Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
I confused the two. Salad head is down on the bottom. But we could see we have these ornaments that are objective-based. Like the first one I see right there, it says 25 matches won, and then you get this Iron Pledge ornament. So let's read this one. This one's going to come December 5th. So armor ornaments will be added to some existing armor sets for more visual customization without losing your shaders or mods. These ornaments will be unlocked by completing objectives specific to each set, and are permanently unlocked account-wide, just like exotic weapon ornaments. They will be applied to the base pieces that you may already have collected and can now unlock on vendors if not. In Season 2, the following sets have ornaments unlocked in their respective activities: Vanguard Faction Armor, Crucible Faction Armor, Trials of the 9, Iron Banner, Dead Orbit, Future War Cult, New Monarchy, and we got Eater of Worlds Raid Lair Armor. All right, we have no idea what the Raid Lair is going to be like. And we see down below another picture of, now we see Shax. And so it looks like each of these vendors, and including when Faction Rallies comes around, and also when Iron Banner comes around, they're going to have these new ornaments that basically you just do tasks, you know, like it could be kills. And I'm imagining for Crucible, it doesn't show it on the screen here, but imagining it's like get XYZ amount of kills, complete X amount of games, and you can grab those ornaments and then apply them to your gear. Just one last thing here. We see also Now for faction rewards under Shaxx, you could use 15 legendary shards and 10 crucible tokens if you want to straight up buy something. That's a little low, Raider. What do you think in terms of using your legendary shards? I mean, we're all sitting on thousands.
It's low for that, but what this is it's giving you incentive to play the Crucible. So that means, I don't know how many, I don't play enough Crucible. How many tokens do you get in the Crucible right now? So if you want to buy something, if you're missing something, there's some things I'm missing in the Crucible that I wouldn't mind picking up. I can now use legendary shards. 15's a little low, but this is forcing you, if you want this thing, play the game.
Yep.
Play the game and buy it. And then if you want the ornament, you have to do other things to get it.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is giving you incentive to play. This is good.
Step in the right direction. I like it. All right. So that's December 5th. Now we're going to move on to December 12th. And we see Xur, and I also see something that looks like 3 of coins at the bottom or something. But here we go. December 12th. Faction armor and weapons will be unlocked for purchase for legendary shards and faction tokens on most faction vendors. All 5 armor slots will always be present, and weapons will rotate on Oops, hold on, I just went out. Sorry, guys. Just got to reload the screen real quick. I'm doing this on my PS4 here right now. I will scroll down here. All right, let me go back down to that one statement where Mr. Xur was. All right, here we go. Load up. So there's that Euro's gift Masterworks. All right, back to where I was. So right above Xur. Here we go. So all 5 armor slots will always be present, and weapons will rotate weekly on factions that have them. Slots will be unlocked by claiming reward engrams from respective faction. You will get credit for engrams you may have already claimed since launch. And if we look, what do you think of that? Comments?
I don't know what that means.
I don't really either
cool.
right now.
I mean, you will get credit for engrams you have already claimed since launch. I mean, we've claimed a lot of engrams, so we're going to see.
Yeah. Yeah, don't really have a comment on that. I mean, we'll have to just see how that pans out. All right,
that faded engram. An engram with a predestined outcome. It will contain a new exotic if any remain to be collected.
Where are you seeing that?
It's going to cost you... If you go down to Xur.
Okay.
Sorry, I moved ahead of you, didn't I?
Okay, yeah, we're on, we're moving on.
Not a problem.
Okay, so yeah, now we're moving on to December 12th. So Xur is actually getting an update. Instead of just being semi-useless and selling 4 items, it looks like he's got a faded engram that Raider just brought up for 97 legendary shards and a consumable. So Xur has some new offerings for players collecting exotics. Every week, you'll be able to acquire one of the new faded engrams using legendary shards that will decrypt as exotics that aren't already in your collection. A simpler, here we go, 3 of coins, everyone's going to lose their minds. A simpler 3 of coins that boosts exotic drop rates from any source for 4 hours. So it's kind of like the tokens that we buy from Tess Everest, basically. No obscure stacking mechanics or need to reapply before every boss. These cost
countdown.
Yeah,
there'll be a cooldown time. That's good.
Yep. These cost legendary shards, and you can have as many as you like. Thoughts, Raider?
That's good. Now, first of all, go scroll up to Xur.
Yep, I'm here.
What are those hunter boots to the right?
Those look like a new exotic with the Curse of Osiris emblem on them. So new exotics we know are coming to Curse of Osiris. But that faded engram, I mean, 97 legendary shards.
Dude.
I'll tell you right now.
Well, I like that's expensive. That's good.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull up Destiny Item Manager now. I know I've got at least, because I burned a lot of my legendary shards trying to get the Antiope or Antiope, and I finally got it, and I love it. But I've got about 2 or 3 grand in legendary shards. So I mean, to be frank, when Curse of Osiris comes out, I'm gonna be buying a lot of these faded engrams. Safe to say.
Right. Well, the good thing is, it looks like there may be stuff to do with armor and weapons that are gonna burn through your legendary shards as well. So this looks like a kind of a fix to the ammo economy, or to the monetary economy. So 97 legendary shards is, let's say that's 100. So let's just round that up to 100. So if you have 3,000, then you can punch this thing 30 times.
Yep.
You know, roundabout. So I have 3,000. I have almost 3,500 shards. I can punch this thing about 35, 40 times, and I'm out. That's good.
I really hope we get.
There's probably 5 to 10 new exotics. Maybe there's more. Maybe they're going to surprise us more, which would be pretty damn cool if they did. But, dude, I think this is good, man. This is good.
Step in the right direction. And a quick thank you to Stuart McDonald. Thank you for the new sponsor, sir. Welcome to the Mesa Army. All right, so that is Xur. Now let's scroll down to general investments. And we see a picture of Banshee here. And it's showing off just a regular kinetic counterbalance mod. 5 defense, takes out legendary shards, 10 legendary shards, and mod components. So this one's going to come December 5th. All right, so actually we got a bunch to go through here. We'll take them one at a time. December 5th. Banshee has some updates on the weapon and armor mod front. For players wanting to clear some mod inventory space, rare quality mods will dismantle into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce legendary quality mod components. Thank you. That's a good quality of life thing, because I know my inventory. I started storing.
Right?
Well, I started creating legendary mods just to throw in my my vault right now. You know, like just to get rid of them. For players chasing specific legendary mods, including legendary kinetic mods, and yeah, those are a pain. I must have burned through probably 20 mod components the other day just to get like 2 or 3 of those legendary kinetic mods. Banshee will offer a selection of specific legendary mods for direct purchase, with a selection that will rotate daily and cost legendary. Yep, and cost legendary shards and mod components. I don't know. Do you kind of wish it was maybe weekly? You know, because what if they didn't have something you really wanted that you'd have to wait a week? What are you thinking on that one?
Yeah, I mean, that's a way to elongate, but we don't know how this system is going to work come December 5th. It could, you know, and it sounds like there's going to be more mods, possibly. So
I hope so.
You know, I'm just going to trust they know what they're doing with this. And if there's multiple selections, I think this is fine. Weekly would probably just agree with you. You know, just looking at this from a strategic point of view, weekly looks like the hunt would be elongated, which is probably, you know, what a lot of us are looking for, is to keep us hunting. I'm hoping that in 1 week I don't have everything that I need. But
yeah,
it looks like there's enough stuff here to rip through legendary shards that you could start running down on shards.
Yeah. And then, you know what? That goes back to replayability. I'm going to want to do various activities to get more legendary shards. You know?
To delete them.
Yep.
To get shards.
I mean, maybe they'll even stop. I mean, like, we haven't gone through the whole update, but maybe certain activities will drop at the end. You know, they'll give you 10 legendary shards for completing XYZ milestone or something like that, you know? All right, here we go. Another December 5th update. For players chasing a world legendary or looking for masterworks, Master Raoul the Ghoul will, well, they didn't say the ghoul, but will sell some of his rumored hoard of legendary engrams for legendary shards. All right, so December 5th, Raoul is going to be selling legendary engrams for legendary shards. Okay. Next up.
Another option for burning through shards.
Yep.
I think they know we all have a lot. They know hardcore players are sitting at, you know, 2K, unless you're hunting an Antiope forever. So, you know, you're sitting on a lot of shards. I mean, I'm sitting on quite a bit. I hope they have a way for me to burn through them so it makes me hunt. This is good.
Yeah, just, you know what? Knowing the players like us, and thank you, Stuart, for that donation, sir, we'll burn through our legendary shards the first couple of days, just trying to get everything we can. You know what I mean? Oh, man. All right, so that's December 5th. Now we got some December 12th updates. Commander Zavala and Lord Shaxx will sell gift consumables for legendary shards that can be used during a strike or crucible match that will serve the following functions. Grant bonus rewards to everyone in that activity upon completion, friend or foe alike. Award anything from faction tokens to a round of exotics for everyone in the match.
Wow.
Oh, geez Louise.
That's cool.
That's a pretty cool idea. I like that a lot, actually.
The Crucible, yeah, in the Crucible, if somebody pops one, everybody wins.
Everybody and foes alike. That's hysterical. You know, like you're playing, like I get mercied, right? But I popped one of those things. All of a sudden, their team and my team, everybody gets exotics. Exotics for everybody. I love it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. That's a loot explosion right there. I do like that. That speaks to the friendship portion. Okay, that's a community hookup, and that's a good thing. I like it.
Sweet. All right, another December 12th update. Exploit safeguards on chests and resource nodes are greatly relaxed, and players should encounter them less frequently. Even if they do, drop rates for tokens is only reduced to 30% instead of 0%, and Glimmer will be unaffected. We want to associate a visual indicator with this in a future update, but we weren't able to pull that off in this update, but we do hear you. Now, the safeguards and chest. Okay, well, I do those Cade 6 treasure chest videos every Tuesday morning. And a lot of times, like 2 of them will give me nothing because there is some sort of chest lockout. Whereas, like, if you get 2 things, like, I'll get an exotic Engram, and then all of a sudden the next Cade 6 treasure will give me nothing. And I'll always say in the video, let me know in the comment section if you actually got anything, and a bunch of people say that there's some sort of chest lockout, whereas if you get too many chests or something like that, they start to give you nothing or something like that. So I think that's going to be addressing that. All right, December 12th. Vendors will now beckon you to hand in your reputation tokens only when you're carrying enough to earn a reward engram. Okay, that's fine.
That's a quality of life thing, because a lot of times you just go up there and you start throwing tokens into Commander Zavala and you don't have enough, so you're like, crap, I got to go back out in the world and do this again. So this looks like a way that you could be on the EDZ, you could pull up your map and then click on tower, and if you have an icon over Commander Zavala, it says you've got enough, go get your thing.
Time to start spending. Make it rain on them.
That's a good thing. So instead of, I don't know if I have enough tokens, do I have enough? I don't know where I'm at with Commander Zavala. Now it's going to give you at least a visual representation that, yeah, you're good. You can go get something right now if you want. I think that's cool.
Okay, sweet. All right, let me scroll back down. Just want to show you guys real quick. All right, here we go. We went through that. December 5th. Okay, so here's going to be changes to tokens, reputation tokens. Daily challenges will have reputation token awards increased across the board. Cade's treasure chests will still offer variable rewards, but now guarantee at minimum a payout of a destination-appropriate reputation tokens. Strikes will now drop a large number of reputation tokens. How many are we getting now? Yeah, I'm trying to think right now how much we get.
Like 3 to 5, I think. This sounds like it's going to be more. So, guys, this is incentive to do strikes.
And that's what we need. I do them for fun right now, just because I enjoy the strikes.
There's like 1 person in a strike right now. We need to get more people in strikes.
Next up, common quality destination resource tokens will now have their drop rates increased to 100%, and values per token increased as well by 50% for common quality tokens and 250% for rare quality tokens. On the balance, reputation required per reward engram will increase for destination factions, plus 37%, and gunsmith plus 50%. So it's going to take some... Mean? Well, let's read it again. On the balance, reputation required per reward engram. Okay, the destination factions, like... What's the name? Ionessus, Devrim K, Failsafe. They're going to increase the amount of tokens you're going to need by 37% to get an engram from them. Gunsmith, to get a package from him, they're raising it to 50%. So, again, more incentive to go and burn your tokens, but do patrols. I mean, people make...
it's going to take you longer to get that. They're elongating it. That's good.
Yeah. People make fun of me, but I could patrol Nessus for 3 hours. Well, not literally, but I love Nessus. It's beautiful. I just go shoot things. I do all the patrols. I do the adventures. I do all sorts of stuff. And we know that heroic adventures are coming to Curse of Osiris. I'm wondering if those heroic adventures will come to the other destinations. Maybe we'll find out in this update. All right, Leviathan raid tokens will be redeemed at Benedict immediately upon obtaining a token, instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. What do you think of that?
What was that?
Let me read that again. Leviathan raid tokens will now be redeemed at Benedict immediately upon obtaining a token, instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. I'm not 100% sure what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I don't. Why are the tokens to be redeemed at Benedict immediately?
What? Yeah, no idea what really that means. I mean, I'm sitting on, where is it?
I think I've got like 500-600, I think, right now, man.
I have 1,010.
I have 738 tokens.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know what that means. Does it mean it's automatically going to Benedict?
You know what? It might. It might, or it might automatically decrypt.
It goes?
Well, let's say you get enough to get an engram from him. Maybe you just automatically get a drop. You know what I mean? Something like that, like as you collect those Leviathan raid tokens.
Yeah, maybe.
And we'll see. Okay, with the launch of Curse of Osiris...
okay. People in chat are saying you can turn in tokens without beating the raid. So, If, let's say you don't have 1,010 tokens like I do, because I can just go to them right now and just keep burning these things if I wanted. Now you don't have to. So if you get enough tokens, you can just go to Benedict without completing the raid, and he'll be unlocked. If you have tokens, he'll be there.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, chat. All right, with the launch of Curse of Osiris, on the beginning of Season 2, you can expect a full suite of patch notes that will document all of the changes outlined above, as well as additional gameplay and sandbox tuning changes the team is making to improve Destiny 2. We'll also soon be providing preload and launch day details, as well as a roadmap for our Season 2 content, which includes the Dawning in mid-December. If folks remember, the Dawning is coming back from Destiny 1.
Right around that's the 12th, isn't it?
Yep, that's all going to be...
12th update. That's the December 12th update, I think.
Yep,
that's about at the beginning of the blog.
Yeah, because looking at all these here, you can see December 5th, December 12th, December 5th, December 12th. So a bunch of this stuff is coming next week, folks. All right. XP mechanics. All right. Last weekend, we disabled a scaling mechanism that adjusted XP gains and down without reflecting those adjustments in the UI. Our intention was to keep slower paced activities as rewarding as high intensity grinding without confusing variations in displayed XP values. But the silent nature of the mechanic betrayed the expectation of transparency that you have for Destiny 2. We're able to disable the system with a server-side change, but a new solution is now needed to rebalance XP in Destiny 2. We have begun that work and will continue to provide updates to you about timelines and specifics. The values coded into our website API are being updated today and may already have been, as you read this post, to reflect the removal of the scaling mechanism. In a future update, we intend to link these internal and display-only values together for greater consistency and to ensure that when changes are made, they are accurately reflected everywhere we report them. We already see that the newly adjusted 160k XP per level value means that leveling is too slow for some activities, and we have begun the process of collecting data and recalibrating XP earn rates to improve them as quickly as possible. XP boosts, including both consumable items and passive bonuses, like Well Rested, 300% bonus, were always applied after the system and never resulted in early slowing of XP. They should be unchanged by disabling of the system and will continue to provide their stated increase in XP gain. Expect to see a lot of conversation from our team on this front as XP rewards are updated and brought back in line with player expectations. So we know the new character level is going to be 25, which I'm assuming we're probably going to hit that the way we play Raider.
Yeah,
fairly quickly, I think. So just going down here, the future. Going forward, we plan to continue.
Well, hold on. On the XP mechanics, clever wordplay.
Yeah.
That first, the second sentence, very clever way of saying we kind of boned this one up, guys. Okay, this is.
Yeah.
I don't need Bungie to come out and go, you're right, we lied to you. And I'm not saying they lied to us and all that kind of stuff. Nefarious is a good word that was used on Guardian Radio with you that I believe Turk used. It looks kind of nefarious. This is, I work in the business of clever wordplay a bit, and our intention was to keep slower plays activities rewarding as high intensity grinding without confusing variations in display XP values. Insert clever wordplay. But the silent nature of the mechanic betrayed the expectation of transparency that you have for D2. Good wordplay. That's a good explanation. Without saying you're guilty, that's a good way of getting around it, and I like that.
Yeah. All right. Looking at the future. Going forward, we plan to continue this dialogue as openly and frequently as possible. This will be an ongoing process, but one that we are committed to. This week, we'll be publishing a new episode of the Bungie Podcast where we will sound off on the current state of Destiny 2. How we think about our communication challenges and what it takes to update the game in the wild. You will be able to listen to that on both Apple and Android devices. Thank you for playing, for being passionate about Destiny 2, about the Destiny 2 experience, and for working with us as we look to continuously improve our game and studio communication. So we're going to scroll back up here, folks, because there was a number of things.
Wait a second, real quick. What is the Bungie Podcast? Has that been around? Is that an old Halo thing?
Well, they used to do it back in the day, and then they started doing it sometime during the summer before Destiny's 2 launch. If you are on an iPhone, just go to your podcast and look up Bungie Podcast.
Yeah.
It's an awesome podcast. I think the last one was right before Destiny 2 came out, and I think it was with Luke Smith, Mark Noseworthy. I know Eric Osborne, I think, hosts it when they do it. Sometimes they bring in the Crucible guys, but it's a great listen. You know,
how long are these things? Are they usually pretty short, like 20, 30 minutes?
No, usually about an hour. You know, usually about an hour and stuff.
That's a good communication venue, though. Coming directly from Bungie, if they can do this. They don't need to do this once a week. Doing a podcast once a week, as you know, can be a little bit trying. They're busy with other stuff, but the more they can bring in the guys that we know are behind the making of this game to talk directly to the community via podcast is a solid move. That's just another way. You know, again, back to my line of work. Over communication is better than under communication. This will make me listen if it's valuable content they're talking about. I like that. That's solid.
Because when I think of all these things that we've just gone over before, they didn't just whip this up since the community was in a frenzy the last couple of days. They've been working on this. And I think that we all kind of felt left in the dark just because we haven't heard anything from them, you know. So them providing us a new roadmap once the, whatchamacallit, Season 2 hits and Curse of Osiris hits, I think more communication is definitely going to be key with moving forward. All right, let's move in. Let's scroll back up.
Yeah.
All right, so we just went through some of the
dates overview.
Yeah, upcoming. All right, so we scrolled down about the ornaments. All right, so here we go. Let me go to this one here. Better incentives for players who complete challenging prestige activities. We're targeting a January update to provide better incentives to completing prestige activities. All right, so we could just kind of speculate on that.
Yeah, I'm thinking a raid counter. They may put something on that emblem that you have that tells you how many times you complete it. That's a good thing. They may put in raid perks somehow. There may be raid mods that might be coming. This is all speculation, but the fact that they're looking at this is a good thing.
Because I mean, fan. I love my full raid set of prestige sets of gear, but you know, if I'm actually gonna worry about PvP, I'm gonna switch the gear off because I have 0 recovery. You know what I mean? It's like I love the way it looks, but I kind of want it to be more functional. I mean, we both can agree we miss the raid armor from Destiny 1, where if you were doing Crota's End, you put the Crota's End gear on because you got some bonus agility while carrying the sword. Or if you're doing Wrath of the Machine, you put Wrath of the Machine on, you get your raid wings, you're getting heavy drops everywhere, and you got increased damage resistance while I think carrying. Was it the Scorch Cannon or was it the actual bomb throw? I think it was one or the other. I think.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, better rewards and replay value for strikes, adventures, and one of my favorite things in the game, lost sectors. In December, we'll be introducing a heroic strike playlist and more generous strike rewards. Rewards for adventures and lost sectors are still on our radar, but will not be delivered for our December update. What can they do with lost sectors? Mine was make them heroic, make them really hard, you know, make them have a chance to drop. Give us a reason to go do them. I think they're just an awesome thing within the game. But right now, I do them for fun. I don't get anything from them except, you know, a couple tokens. But if maybe we can get some, since Legendary Shards is going to be a commodity for us to use within, you know, like these updates. What do you think they could do to Lost Sectors, man?
A perfect move for all of this. And I'm thinking they're probably thinking about doing it.
Go for it.
Strike-specific loot. That's maybe re-rollable. Perfect world, re-rollable. But at the very least, give me strike-specific loot. Give me adventure-specific loot. Give me lost sector-specific loot. Completely different armor sets. That I need to go in that have a chance to drop, not a guarantee. To make me go grind lost sectors, to make me go grind adventures, to do strikes. Give me a reason to play it, and preferably, and I know, you know, it's tough to do this, you know, because the game is already built, to make it so that they're random rolls on armor, that would be awesome. But if you gave me like a lost sector armor set that's from the EDZ, that's fallen based looking, like, dude, I'm slaying this captain over and over and over again. You know,
until you get it. Yeah.
And I want this helmet that's got horns and crap on it or whatever. Like that would make me happy. So give me incentive to do them, not just to get, you know, just random stuff. But it sounds like, you know, they're working on something. It's on the radar. This isn't coming in December. No. But I think they're gonna. I think there's a chance strike specific loot's coming. It'd be cool if there was adventures and lost sector loot.
I really hope so, man. And I really hope the new armor sets, or we have a way to mod our armor to give us better benefits than we have right now. Just, you know, like in terms of either.
So cool though to have lost sector
loot.
Like,
yep.
lost sector symbols on it. Like,
yep.
Like maybe like your chest piece had like that upside down U looking thing on it and stuff. It's like, oh, where'd you get that? I got that on the lost sector on Nessus, and they're different looking. You know, they fit the profile. The easy fix they would do is you loot a lost sector and it gives you armor that vendor's selling. That's an easy fix. Like if you're hunting for specific stuff and you're grinding away at tokens and everything, you know, if they just drop that stuff, that's an easy fix. But if they designed a whole nother armor set that you got from that kind of stuff, I think that'd be pretty dope.
Or what if they did something where they just, okay, I love all these ideas, but what if they also throw lost sectors into flashpoints? What if they made the flashpoint percentage higher and you had to do adventures, lost sectors, and public events? Because I mean, dude, right now flashpoints you can knock them out so quick.
Me 30 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour.
That's it.
Flashpoints make me have to do 50 public events.
Yeah.
It's too easy right now. It's really too easy. Bring my grind back. 50 public events would last you a long time. That's a whole week, and to do that on 3 characters, 150 public events, or, okay, we want people to do our adventures. Make the adventures maybe a little more lucrative, because we know we can burn through public events faster. You want me to play your adventures to complete my flashpoints, then make me have to go do them. Make them an incentive to go do them, and you're getting my attention now. But I think stuff's a little too easy to get right now. What is it? It's like 6 public events on Heroic, and you've completed your flashpoint. That's about an hour of gameplay. Make it 50, give it a high number, and make us go play in the world. That's a good move. Hopefully that's where they're going.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like if you think about it, the base power going from 300 to 330, not including mods, obviously, I think that's gonna be a difficult grind. With all these new things that they're throwing in there, I don't think it's gonna be overnight. You know, I don't know if the blues are gonna be, immediately showing right off the bat as 305 base power or 307 or something like that. We'll have to see. All right, let's move on to, here we go, private matches for the Crucible. Still targeting early 2018, and expect to have better insight into exact timing in the new year. We're also moving ranked PvP to the top of our priority list for the next year to support the competitive community. I'm only happy about the rank thing so I can stop hearing everyone complain about it. Oh my God, I'm so sick. Everyone's like, ranked play is going to make or break and destroy Destiny 2. PvP MLG pros, stop it. Destiny 2 is way more PvE heavy in terms of content than PvP. Sorry, relax. Jeez Louise. Give them ranked PvP so I can stop hearing about it. Yeah, go for it.
On this, on the first point, still targeting early 2018. Expect to have better insight and exact timing in the new year. New Year's January 1st. I'm expecting then private matches is probably a February thing.
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe they bring back that, what was it? Valentine's Day event?
Oh, Crimson Days. Crimson Days.
Maybe Crimson Days or something like that comes and they drop Crimson Days and here's your private matches back. Okay, I agree with you on the ranked PvP. People talk a lot of stuff, right? But you got guys running their mouths right now. And dude, people know on my stream I call people out. Okay, Luminosity and Triple Rec and all these great, these amazing players that are, and look, they are amazing.
Yep.
Your bitching's being heard. Sorry about the language.
No, curse as much as you want, man. I don't care.
This is something to keep people playing that love Crucible. You want to rank up, keep playing. I don't know how they're going to do it. You know, my rank's going to be, because I do mostly PvE stuff. But let's say I want to increase my rank. I want to get better. I want to get higher. Maybe there's some incentive for getting higher and stuff. I'll bet I think if you just give people a number to chase, they won't need loot. Some of these competitive PvP players care more about being in that top 1,000 than if I'm in the top 1,000, I'm getting better loot. Because they'll never lock high-level armor behind a ranked PvP list. You've got incentive enough going, I want to be one of those top 1,000 players. This is cool. Bringing ranked PvP in is, I think, a good move because there's a whole side of that community that's not us, right?
Yep.
That's into that whole thing. That's never going to be me. I'll dabble in it.
Yeah,
dabble in some ranked PvP and stuff, but there's a large player pool that's going to be running in ranked PvP, and this is a good way to make them happy and keep them busy because they will chase that number, and they have something to chase. That's good. Give them something to chase.
And also for the 1.1 KDR casuals like myself, maybe it'll keep them out of the quick play playlist, so I could play people that aren't going to just drop a gigantic deuce. They're still going to go in there to pub stomp. See, Stream, we're using what's called optimism. Some people like to call that fake positivity. We call it optimism over here on my channel. All right, let's move on here. Crucible tuning.
And again, I've met Triple, you've met Triple, I've met Luminosity. They're nice guys. Everybody's really angry right now and stuff.
Yeah.
This is something directly, I mean, they're pointing the barrel right at these dudes and going, it's coming, okay?
Yeah.
Just chill out.
It just, for me, it just got a little annoying when you're saying fake positivity is worse than toxicity. Relax, okay? Dude, not everyone lives their life with the glass half empty. Relax, all right?
Yeah, I'm a Marine. I've been in the Marine Corps 18 years. I've been to combat 9 times. This millennial crap where you have to feel good about yourself and need to be everything given to you. Settle down, dude. It's a video game. Stop going on Twitter and talking about your feelings. I don't care. Anyway.
Dude, you nailed what my girlfriend said. She's like,
shot at for a living like 100 times. Settle down.
You said exactly what my girlfriend said. She's like, at the end of the day, when it comes to opinions, no one cares about your opinion. They care about themselves and what they're doing in their day-to-day activities. All right, we're going off on a tangent here. We covered private matches. Crucible tuning, like adjusted supremacy scoring and better spawning rules. In December, we will introduce additional updates and bug fixes intended to improve these areas of the Crucible. All right, better incentives.
I've had a couple of times where that's kind of caught me, but I'm not a big Crucible guy. I played a lot of Banner this week, and I loved it. Me and my friends went in there, and we won about 65%, 70% of our games. We had fun actually in Banner. I didn't expect that was going to happen, and there were a couple of times that my spawning was kind of jacked. I'd spawn die, but this is probably cool.
Yeah, no, the spawning definitely needs some work. I mean, there's been numerous times where I'll be out of where the rest of my team is, and I'll see 2 people spawning, like, literally across from me, and I'm already shooting at them. But if they're not spawning them with someone, then I usually waste them. All right, better incentives for completing Crucible matches and penalties for quitting competitive games. A quitter penalty system is currently in development, and you can expect an update on the deployment of the system in the new year. Now, let's speculate. What could be the penalty? Could it be a shutout from the Crucible for an hour or something like that? Or something worse? Maybe if it's ranked, you get deranked or something? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think it'd be that stringent, but how about this? This fits right inside of their friend and foe thing. If I pop one of these things, you don't know if your foe popped one.
Yep.
You should probably stay at the end of this match because you might get an exotic at the end of it.
Exactly.
So there's no point in, like, it's penalizing you a bit for quitting. Again, deployment of this system in the new year, this could all come together, like all these Crucible fixes with private matches drop in like February. You know, that'd probably be a good move.
Okay, sweet. All right, next up, continued improvements to Iron Banner and faction rallies, including uniqueness of rewards. And hopefully that's addressing where everyone just claims reskin, reskin, reskin. The next Iron Banner and faction rally will introduce improvements in both these areas. See the December update details section below. We covered that already. All right,
Ornaments.
Ornaments,
yeah.
Yep. Changes to make the mod economy more interesting and impactful. The Gunsmith will have some updates on how mods are acquired. We covered that before. We're exploring more updates to the system in the new year. That's what I'm really excited for, because we need to change up the armor mods. We need to feel powerful again. Right now, I always say it's a fashion show. I don't really feel like the armor mods really do that much in terms of, all right, maybe it'll give me an extra grenade a second or two earlier, but I want to feel powerful again. I want bonuses that like come from the raid. Give me some more agility when running the gauntlet. Give me some bonus damage from yellow bars in Callus's throne room. You know, same thing with weapons. I want to be able to create a god roll. Let's say Better Devils. Everyone brings that one up, right? And give us 2 extra mod slots. We grind out materials. We create let's say we make a Better Devils with I don't know. We'll throw in Rangefinder if it existed, but I know that's on certain weapons. It's in intrinsic perk. But let's say you could throw on some more range and outlaw. You've got a god roll Better Devils. Well, the PvP MLG pros, they're going to cry about that. So you simply make it when you go into quick play or competitive, only the base kinetic mod is active for that particular weapon that you modded. So
it'd be nice. I think that's tough to do. It'd be nice.
Yeah. One can dream, man. One can dream. Because, you know, the way I look at it, we want to feel powerful in PvE, and the PvP MLG pros, they want everything to be balanced, and I get that. Juggling the two, I think, is a struggle. I wouldn't want to be in that chair trying to balance those two things. So really, all right. So that looks like it's going to be, they're going to be exploring it with more updates to that system in the new year. All right, ongoing improvements to exotics, including adjustments to reduce instance of duplication. I'm going to clap on that one because there's actually a few exotics I don't have. And, I mean, I got so many duplicates. Are you?
Yeah, I'm missing Lunafaction boots. That's it.
I just get so many duplicates. It's unbelievable. So
because I play on Titan all the time.
Dude, I'm a Warlock at heart, but I find I've been playing more on my Titan and my Hunter, too. Yeah. All right, so it says we plan to tune underperforming exotics and will continue to make targeted updates and improvements. Duplication protection will be added for exotics in the new year. So what do you think? Tune underperforming exotics off the top of your head. I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm using the same exotics.
I'm looking at you, ACDO feedback fences.
Okay.
Okay. They're really, really bad. They don't do anything. Like Dado has good points on this where he's like, you know, he doesn't necessarily like do a specific thing exotic, you know, do this, you know, and ACDO feedbacks, it releases a charge that like doesn't even kill a dreg. Like I want whenever that thing's charged and a captain melees me, that he goes to down to about half health. Dude, you just messed up trying to punch me, bro. Because these things, they stink right now, but they can be a whole lot better. I'm pulling up kind of my exotic list here.
Me too.
Quiet one. You know, a lot of these things that whenever you do things, grants melee, grenade, class ability, energy when damaged, void ability kills, grant health regeneration. Maybe they're going to buff that, okay? Because they know recovery is so key in this.
Yeah.
Make it so that, you know, you get a much more substantial buff. How about Doomfang Pauldron, shield bash, melee kills, recharge, shield throw, melee ability kills, recharge. Maybe you're going to get that more. You're going to be able to throw, you know, more shields. Actium War Rig is already amazing. They don't need to touch that. Like Lion Rampant and Dune Marchers, I think those are still pretty good. But yeah, there's some underperforming exotics. There's some stuff that could be more powerful. Fulfill that power fantasy for me. Make Legend of Acreus, and it's really good in Crucible right now. Make it a little stronger for me on dogs. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Like
I'd rather use that Merciless or Rockets.
A solid weapon. Yeah.
I mean, looking at my characters, I mean, I'm stuck in that rut where my Titan, I'm always going to rock Lion Rampant. Love those things. Warlock, I'm always going to use Eye of Another World. And to be frank, on my Hunter, I only ever use the, what am I using here? Orpheus Rig for my Night Stalker. Or if I don't play Night Stalker, I'm going Raiden Flux for my Arc Strider. Or I mess around with Foe Tracer. But the rest of them, I mean, I never use Knucklehead Radar. I don't use Celestial Nighthawk. For my Warlock, I mean, you know, like some of the other, like Crown of Tempest is okay. I mean, it's good. I mean, like if you're getting
I run Crown of Tempest because it looks dope.
It looks
like I run it because it looks cool and I don't die a whole lot, and I just want to look cool while I don't die a lot. Eye of Another World is the better of those two options, just because you get your abilities better and is better for team support. But I wear it because it looks cool. Make it so that all of these are absolutely dope ass exotics, and make my decision tough. Make it so that all of these are really good, but which one do I want to use?
Yeah, for specific activities too. Because right now, I just feel like I'm back in my rut, like similar to Destiny 1, where, you know, my Warlock for PvE at the end of Destiny 1, he never took off the transversive steps. You know what I mean? So we'll just see how.
And this is a stark difference from whenever Destiny 2 came out. It had been out maybe 2-3 weeks or something, and people were already talking about there's nothing to do, and I'm bored, and all this kind of stuff. And even your comments at that time, and you know, some of your people that say you never bash the game, you were never bashing the game, but early on you'd say, hey, you know, I feel great, I can go in the raid, I can use whatever I want, However, the more you've played the raid, the more you've narrowed down your scope. That optic was wide. Now your thought process, you know, this is a 180 from what you said 3 weeks into the game, which is fine. We adjust. You know, you're always making decisions. Now you're back to, I got about 12 to 15 guns I used pretty regular, which is fine, dude. That was Destiny 1, and I played the living crap out of Destiny 1, and I played with about 12 to 15 weapons. Having 12 to 15 weapons is fine. I think that's great. Like, having a vast variety of stuff that's cool and powerful and meta changes are good, but I'm always going to have about 12 to 15 things that does what I call precise application of force. When I need to destroy things quickly, this is what I'm going to use. When I need to speed run a raid, I'm putting these things on and nothing's going to stand in my way. Now, when it talks about underperforming exotics, a couple other things I'm looking at.
Yep.
I'm really looking at Graviton Lance.
Oh god, that thing is terrible.
The explosion, maybe they're going to make that bigger. Okay? Maybe they're going to make that something. Maybe Rat King. You know, maybe what they're going to do is, if you got 6 Rat Kings, they're going to do something with that damage. They're going to boost it a bit. Sunshot doesn't need to be touched. I don't think Cold Heart needs to be touched. Fighting Lion, it's kind of trash. It'd be cool if it was a little better.
Yeah.
Tractor Cannon is just kind of fun. Give me a reason to maybe use Darcy or to use, you know, the other exotic sniper rifle, Borealis.
I never use Borealis, and it's a high impact sniper with 5 rounds. But I never use snipers. I'm always using the same 3 rocket launchers, either Sins of the Past, the Curtain Call, and I always use the Morrigan. You know, the one that has tracking on it when I'm doing strikes and stuff. Or I mean, like
I'm looking at a couple of other things here.
Sunshot is good. Cold Heart is good.
How about Sunbracers give me that second grenade again?
That would be pretty sweet.
Instead of just having it burn, you know? Give me a second, you know, solar grenade. I know you use Sunbracer sometimes whenever you run it.
Yeah, for Dawnblade. Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, it'd be great if they just make Lucky Pants good because they look so cool. But
they're definitely the best looking exotic, I think, for hunters. All right, let's move on here now. So we were just at ongoing improvements. Okay, new ways to spend surplus currency and materials. Looking at you, Legendary Shards. Players will be able to spend tokens and Legendary Shards on vendor inventory. See December update details below. We just went over that. Xur will have new items as well. See the December update details below. If you're just tuning in, we've got these Masterworks. You're going to have to actually go back in the stream to watch that. But if you look at Shax and also Saladin, they're going to have these new ornaments you can use Legendary Shards and Crucible tokens to get. And also Xur is going to be selling some new stuff. So this is going to archive shortly after we're done here, so you guys can just go back and watch that. They're also adding, let's see, an emote interface that allows players to equip salty, spicy ramen, 6-shooter, and flip out all at the same time. Emote interface improvements are still on the list, and you can expect an update on the development of the system in the new year. We will continue to revisit and update this list in the weeks and months ahead to keep you up to speed on what we're working on. Below, you'll find out more specific detail about each feature and update that you can expect to land in December. So, stream, if you're just tuning in now, this whole thing's going to archive now, but we're going to chat just for a little bit, and then I'm going to turn this off. But there's a number of things that from these Masterwork Weapons, we've got changes to different currencies and stuff that we're going to be burning through Legendary Shards, whether it's buying things from actual vendors, but also Xur is going to be selling these faded Engrams. And he does have a new kind of, not dumbed down 3 of coins, but a simpler 3 of coins that's going to boost your exotic drop rates for 4 hours. So typical, you know, consumable. Banshee's getting some things. And yeah, so Raider, any final thoughts on all this stuff, man?
Again, back to the second paragraph, first sentence. Going forward, Destiny 2's post-launch game systems, features, and updates are being designed specifically to focus on and support players who want Destiny to be their hobby, the game they return to. Destiny 1 was my hobby. If you can bring that with my friends together again, I'm very happy. I want to know more about Masterworks. I think that's key on my list. Make some exotics good. Give me a reason to spend my Legendary Shards. Another key point for me is under December update details, bullet point 1, deepen rewards for advanced players. That's hopefully speaking to me and those that I run with and you and guys that are hardcore players, man.
Yep.
Look, Slayer Age's video was excellent. Everybody's probably seen Slayer Age's video. Those things with regards to kinetic weapons, energy weapons, and power weapons, those can't change right now, guys. That might be something for Destiny 3. It's a great video. Encourage people to go and watch it.
Yep.
But within the framework of what we have as Destiny 2, This sounds good. This sounds like, look, we know you guys got a problem, all right, and we want to fix it, and we're going to throw a whole bunch of crap at you, and all of this stuff isn't going to work, but they're trying.
Yeah. And, you know, like I said before, this has all been in the works. We just haven't had any communication with it because I believe that, you know, they have to dot all their I's and cross their T's. And, you know, it's just something that we need more communication. So I think, you know, them promising from the go forward that they're going to try their best to do more of that. And when I look at all this, I mean, out of all these changes and stuff, look, guys, you know, like someone in chat was just saying, we need more content. Well, the DLC number 1's coming out next week, right? I'll tell you straight up. I looked at the Dark Below when we got the Dark Below for Destiny 1. It had 5 story missions, 1 strike, and then 1 strike that was for PSN, 4 Crucible maps, a couple of exotics, and that was it. I'll tell you straight up. I played the entire Curse of Osiris story. It is beefier and way longer than just 5 story missions that was in the Dark Below, or even Rise of Iron for that matter. The strikes are good. There's a lot of new stuff to do. I did see a bunch of this stuff at the tower that they're showing right now. I just couldn't talk about it, but now they are. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to do, and it goes back to my token glass half full phrase. Destiny 1, a very good game, and then became amazing over time. Destiny 2, I think, is an amazing base game that has so many things in it that they're just going to make it amazing over time. That's just me being optimistic, of course. Mr. Positive Pete, or as they call it, what was it? No, I forgot it. Fake optimism. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, we're taking shots here again. I'm sorry. That just really bugged me when I'm just being optimistic, but that's being called fake positivity. Whatever. Anyway, I think these are all good steps in the right direction, and as content and DLCs are added in terms of story, strikes, PvP maps and stuff, these quality of life things with regards to weapons and, you know, these Masterwork Weapons, as well as they said they're looking at changes to the mod economy, give the PvP pros, give them their ranked playlist. They said that it's at the top of their priority list. I think we're going to be in for a good 2018, man.
Yeah, you know, this thing coming out and putting at least private matches back in, which again I think that sounds to me like a February thing, but it looks like they're trying to find a way to get you to play more of their content. And I love my friends. I love Doc and Guns and Sluice and Nilla, yourself. All these guys in my clan that I play with as much as I possibly can, even though I'm away for a long period of time. I love playing with them, but it'd be really good if you gave me more reasons to come in. I'm excited about mods. Give me a more incentive to do this whole Masterworks thing. They're looking for reasons to make me want to go back into the raid by giving me Masterwork Weapons from the raid.
Yeah.
You know, this is good. And make me burn through Legendary Shards. Like Miss Gunslinger's in my chat right now. This chick's got about 7,000 Legendary Shards.
Guns! Okay? My God!
7,000. Yeah, she got about 7K, I believe. And you know, hopefully there's a lot of new exotics in the game, because then she can, you know, if it costs 97 legendary shards to get one of those engrams from Xur, then she can punch that thing 70+ times.
Yeah.
You know? And then she's out. That's good.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good thing. So we'll see how look, guys, nothing's gonna be perfect. This isn't gonna be yet what we want. Okay, we ended Destiny 1 with a bang. Age of Triumph was awesome. We were just running people through the raid, just ripping through content, helping people out. We went from having everything to a new game with different features, all that kind of stuff that had been worked on probably long before Taken King came out. They made a philosophy change, in my opinion. They went in a separate direction. They went in a different direction, more or less a 180 direction, that I think they know they need to course correct. And they're trying to do that. All that I see here is effort, and I can't fault them for effort.
Yep. Good way to look at it, man. Good way to look at it.
Yep.
All right, stream. Guys, thanks for hanging out. This is going to archive right now where we go through everything in detail. Raider, thank you so much for being on here. If you don't know Raider, he's going to be, his Twitch and his Twitter and everything is going to be linked in the description. Actually, Time Splitter, if you're in chat, if you could start spamming it right now while we have 3,500 people here. Raider is his name's Raider XOF, but he is the raid professor. He's the one that does carries, but also carries my sorry ass through the raid every week. But like you said before, I've needed some less hand-holding because I know the right weapons
dude,
and how to stay. Hey, man, Mesa, I beat Callus on my Hunter, man.
Yeah, dude, yeah, on Prestige. Thanks for letting me be in here with you.
Of course,
and
man.
Talk over this type of stuff. But Mesa and I have met each other. Like, we went to the D2 reveal. We went to Guardian Con. You're solid people, man. We're friends first, and we play together second, and we raid and stuff. So thanks for the opportunity to talk to some of your folks about what's coming.
Yep, and thank you for your service. Be safe out there deployed wherever you are. And that's it, guys. So everyone, this is going to archive right now. And when it archives, I'll make sure I put all Raiders information, everything in the description. So that's it, guys. We are out of here.